Oh, Sadie, are you gonna join us too? I'm gonna hang the keys right here. Maybe I'll get her to look. Say hi, guys. Hi. She looked at her hand. Adeline is 8 months old now. Yay, 8 months. And she wants nothing to do with me or this video. So I'm gonna set you right there. Addie is 8 months old now. That means there is 4. Oh, did you see that? She just stood up all by herself. That's one of the things I'm gonna be talking about in this video. Let's see if we can get her to do it again. Woo! 8 months old, T-minus 4 months until she turns 1. Hi. 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 So let's start with words since we're talking about hi. Huh? Say hi. 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 She has said her first word. If you guys watch our vlogs, then you know. Probably heard her say mama quite a few times. She has been starting to like babble and explore other sounds, but mama for sure is one thing that she's been saying, and it seems like now she says it intentionally. She'll say it to me, around me, so I definitely think it's intentional now. Look at the little ruffle booty. Where are you going? Night-night. Night-night. She says mama. She does not say dada yet, which is driving Chris crazy. He's like, every single day, he's like, dada, dada, say dada. But she also says hi. As much as I want to say mama was her first word, it might actually have been hi. I swear she's been saying hi since she was like 2 months old. I have videos of her going, hi. Look, are you tired or what? Huh, are you tired? Yeah, night-night. Either way, she does say hi, she does say mama. She is becoming a little chatterbox, and she loves the cat. That's why she's going crazy up here right now, is because Sadie's right here. She is huge. I don't know if the camera does it justice, but she is massive. She is in 12 to 18 month size clothes. Ow, ow, what are you doing? Any clothes we buy at this point are 18 months. Sadie, hi. Do you see Sadie? Where's Sadie go? Oh, that went up my nose. Ouch. Ow, ow. She is very comfortably in 12 month clothes and fits in a lot of 18 month clothes. So she is like literally on the verge of growing out of 12 month clothes. She weighs over 21 pounds. It's just about, I think like almost 21 and a half. And I think the last time I weighed her, she weighed like 21.6 pounds or something like that. Or 21 pounds, 6 ounces, I should say, not 0.6. So she's huge. Like honestly, she's huge. She wears size 4 diapers. I am honestly questioning if she's going to go into 5s, which none of my kids have gone into 5s. Every single child of mine, the last size they went to was 4, and then they were in 4s until they were potty trained. But her thighs, she's got these little thunder thighs and this little ruffle booty. Don't worry, there's like a good 1.5 foot over there. It looks like she's gonna fall off on the camera, but she's not. I'm watching her. I do not like that, especially since she's my last. I wanted to like savor her being the baby for the longest time, but she's just huge. Where are you? Night-night. Night-night. Oh no, I reminded you had a bow on. She hates wearing bows. I have to try to trick her. There she goes. This is what she does anytime. Oh, I think she broke that one. Anytime you put bows on her, she takes it off. And it's not because they're uncomfortable. These are 100% nylon. Not that this would be like, I don't know, it's not painful, I should say. These are extreme, like 100% nylon. She's just very, oh my god, that's a thing about her personality that I'm noticing. And a lot of people say that this is a trait of a Scorpio, is she wants things her way, and if she doesn't get her way, she gets angry. So she's kind of been that way in a sense, like with the car seat. She used to not like sitting in the car seat, which she still, it is not her favorite thing in the world, but she will tolerate it now. So that's made life a lot easier. The fact that she will at least tolerate the car seat. Hi. She loves rough play. I don't know if you can tell or not. She loves like, if you just being like thrown around and played, like not thrown around literally, like on the bed, like, you know, wiggle her around a little bit. Oh, you like that? Yes, you do. What else is on my list? You're gonna check my phone. Okay, let me just check my notes, okay? Let me just check my notes. She has no teeth. Zero teeth. The only other child of mine that had 0 teeth at this age was Lilia. I believe she was about 10 months old when she got her first tooth. I would have to go back and watch my videos, which is one thing I love about these videos is I can go back and compare all of my kids and their milestones. But she has no teeth still, none. And she has no signs of them, honestly, either. I've been saying she's teething since she was born, but I think she's just a very, not high maintenance child, but like opinionated. That's what I always call her. If things don't go her way, then she gets upset about it. But that being said, overall, she's a very, very easygoing child. It seems like the two traits wouldn't necessarily go together, but hang on, she wants to get down. Or do you? Okay, you don't. This little whimper cry is like the sweetest thing ever, by the way. That's like all she does. She doesn't cry, she just goes, ah, like I don't want that. Okay, that's when she wants to nurse. Boobies, that'll calm you down. But yeah, she's got no teeth, but that definitely doesn't stop her from eating. She eats anything you put in front of her. Some of her favorites are strawberries. She eats those every morning. And avocado she still really likes. Pizza is one of her favorites. And a lot of people were like, you give your 8-month-old pizza. All it is sauce and bread. It's not that big of a deal. It's not like we feed her pizza every single day. But when we do have pizza, once in a while we'll give her a little piece and she just sits there and like gnaws on it. It's nice because it's like softer so she can kind of suck on it. And I think she just loves the flavor of the sauce. But for the most part, her favorites are broccoli, strawberries, any kind of like fruits and vegetables is by far her favorite thing. And avocados is another one, and then pastas. A lot of times I'll make like a spaghetti or like a pasta and just put a little bit of olive oil on it so it doesn't stick, and she'll just eat that just plain like that, and she loves it. I tried giving her some yogurt the other day, like feeding it to her on a spoon, and she wanted no part of that. She loved the yogurt when it finally got to her mouth, but she was mad that I was trying to feed her. She wanted to grab the spoon and feed herself. So needless to say, baby-led weaning is going really well. She crawls everywhere. She's been crawling since like the day she turned 6 months old. She crawls everywhere and she gets into absolutely everything. She pulls up on everything and like starts the couch and is literally everywhere. Like she has no limitations as far as like what she can get into. She will find a way to get into it. I do think that she's gonna be walking very early. If not at 8 months old, I definitely think she's gonna be walking by 9 months. She already is pulling herself up and letting go and standing there for a second like you guys saw at the very beginning. I don't know if you guys got a very good shot of that, but she will stand up, especially on the bed. She'll be like rolling around and she'll just, with holding on to nothing, just stand up and stand there for a second. So I definitely think walking is coming soon, and I have mixed feelings about that. Her sleep schedule, she is a very good sleeper still. However, she only catnaps. She rarely, I shouldn't say only catnaps, she rarely sleeps for long periods of time away from me. She prefers to just like nurse to sleep like this in my arms and then sleep for 20 minutes and get back up and be all crazy again. She'll usually go to sleep around pretty late because I go to bed late. Most of the time I'll like fall asleep around like 2 in the morning, but a lot of the times I'll be editing in bed and she'll fall asleep like when I go to bed, which is usually around like 11, and then she will sleep in until like 10 if I let her. So she doesn't have like a super crazy picky schedule, and it's hard right now because it is summer, and so with all the kids we've been staying up later and getting up later, and that's just been like kind of like our summer routine. But once school starts back up and we're gonna have to be dropping kids off at school, we're probably gonna get more of a set routine for her. But right now her routine is my routine. What I do, she does. She kind of tags along with me everywhere. She's definitely a mama's girl. You better not fall asleep. I waited till you woke up to do this video. Yeah. She is obviously still breastfeeding. She has never had a bottle. Ever, not even with pumped milk. We've tried the bottle with pumped milk, but she's never actually successfully taken a bottle with pumped milk. She does, however, like sippy cups with water in them. So if I have to like go to the store or be away from her for a little while, I'll just feed her before, and Chris will stay with her, or whoever's staying with her will give her water in a sippy cup. And it's definitely not meant to replace the breast milk, obviously, but I am honestly never away from her for longer than an hour, 2 hours tops. Oh, hi, Junkie Banana. Hi. That little whimper. What is the matter? Oh, you're gonna eat my nose. Oh, night. She is such a snuggle bug. Like, she literally will just sit there and snuggle and snuggle and snuggle you. Whether it's in your arms, if you're in bed or whatever, she loves to snuggle. She's my little snuggle buddy. She definitely is a snuggler. She knows her name. And oftentimes if I'm talking to Sadie, she'll look up too, because Sadie, Addie, but she definitely knows her name. Not only does she know her nickname, Addie, but she also knows Adeline. We've tried to make sure that we say both of them, that way she doesn't just like think her name is Addie and not Adeline. So sometimes we call her Addie, sometimes we call her Adeline. Most of the time we refer to her as Addie, but if we're like calling her and talking to her, we'll call her Adeline also. Watch. Addie. Hi. Speaking of sleep, a lot of people have been asking about her essential sleep apnea and if we've heard any more about that, and we haven't heard anything about it. I don't know if like her doctor's gonna call me or if I'm supposed to talk to them about it regarding her sleeping machine that she has, her like monitor that she wears, and she still wears it every single night. Most of the time, like I said, she's napping in my arms, so I wouldn't put it on her in that case. I just stare at her while she sleeps. But anytime she is away from me, like if I'm not holding her or sitting right in front of her, she is hooked up to her sleep machine. And she actually had an episode, I want to say it was maybe 2 weeks ago. Excuse you. Excuse you. Her monitor was hooked up correctly. We have false alarms a lot of the time, and by false alarm I mean like she'll kick her monitor off and it'll go off and it'll alarm that way, but this time the alarm actually went off, and I checked to see if she was all hooked up correctly, and everything was hooked up perfectly, which means that I don't think it was a false alarm. She might have actually went 20 seconds without breathing. But that is the most recent episode that she's had. She hasn't had any since then, and before that it had been a while since it went off, so that still just makes me really nervous. I want to keep this monitor as long as they will let me keep it, and I'm not going to get rid of it until she has another sleep study done, honestly, or I don't want to get rid of it until they do another sleep study. That's what I'm going to request. So I don't know if anyone else who's been through that, if you guys could give me some like insight to how that process works. I don't know if that's like routine for them to do another sleep study to make sure that she's not showing any signs of it anymore, but considering how recent that was, it does still makes me nervous. Generally with essential sleep apnea, they will grow out of it around 6 months old, and if not by 6 months old, the doctor at the children's hospital explained to me that it's almost always by a year old. So I'm assuming that we're gonna keep it until at least then, but who knows? I haven't heard anything about it. There's no really updates about that. So what else? Her hair color, as you can see, is non-existent. She's still bald, but the little peach fuzz that she does have, I still go back and forth between blonde and red. I honestly think she's gonna be strawberry blonde. I think it's going to be a red that is lighter than mine, but my hair was a lot lighter when I was a kid too. So I know people are always like, oh, look at the blonde hair. Oh, look at the red. And honestly, it's just, I couldn't tell. It'd be like in person looking at her, there are some days where I'm like, wow, she's totally gonna be a redhead. Then other days she looks like she's 100% blonde. So she does have those big baby blue eyes though, and I do think that those are here to stay, considering both Chris and I have blue eyes. And she still has very blonde / red eyebrows and eyelashes. So who knows, at this point I think we're not gonna know what hair color she has till she's 4. Like, she's just so bald. Like, I don't know, I'm very eager. Like, I was so excited to finally have her / him, because I didn't know what it was, to see like, oh, I wonder what they're gonna look like. And like, here we are 8 months in and I still don't know. I do feel like she's starting to get her own little personality now. There's starting to be little things that I notice about her that are like more unique to herself, and so I'm so excited to watch her grow and see all the little quirks and stuff that comes with her personality. Trying to think what else. That's all I had written down, and if you know me, if it's not on my list, it's not gonna make the video. Any questions you have about her, ask down in the bottom bar below, and in the comments below, and I will answer those questions for you. I will be in the comments, look for me there. As for me, postpartum, there is a little bit of an update there. I still haven't gotten my period, which I need to go back and look at my old videos, because I don't remember if I had my period back now at this point. And no, I'm not pregnant. Not that I'm complaining, because that's definitely nice. I don't want my period back. I don't miss it, but it's just something that I've noticed. The change, however, though, is with my stomach muscles. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I did request to have a surgery done on my stomach muscles to try to close the diastasis that I have, or diastasis. Everybody every single doctor I talk to says it differently, so I still don't know what it's called. But diastasis is where your muscles are separated. So my stomach muscles, instead of being like this together, are separated like that, a good 4 to 5 fingers across. Since the surgery was denied, I have been going to physical therapy, and I've been there for about 3 weeks now. I believe it was about 3 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know, I'd have to check, maybe 2.5 to 3 weeks. And I have been noticing a difference. It's not an extreme difference, but for me, at the end of the day, what hurts for me is my back, because my lack of core requires all of the other muscles and like things in my body to kind of like act as my core. Therefore, it's really hard on my back, it's harder on my neck, things like that. And this cat is attacking my foot. I have been noticing that at the end of the day, the pain has been coming later. So the pain hasn't gone, and the uncomfortableness of it, is that a word, is still very much there. It's very uncomfortable, like to sit, to stand. Sitting down is honestly the worst thing. Like right now, I'm in pain from sitting, just from this like 10 minutes that I've been, how long have I been recording? Like 15 minutes I've been recording. But I've definitely been noticing, and I had another progress note today from the physical therapist there that like checks up on me and stuff, and she said my finger gap went from being just over 4 fingers, I believe that's what my start was in her book, to just under 3 fingers. So it's closed like a finger and a half since I started there, and that's like when I contract my muscles. So I'm definitely gaining strength there, and it's definitely giving me some hope, and I hope that it continues to, oh, that's Addie, and I hope that it continues to close. It has only been a few weeks, but long term, I'm not sure what my goal is still. Well, my goal is to get out of pain, but I don't know if I want to do the surgery. I'm just kind of up in the air about it. A lot of people were saying, well, why don't you just pay for it out of pocket? And although that is an option, I just don't know what I want now at this point. I've heard so many mixed things about it. I'm just kind of undecided on if that is what I want. So at this point, I think what I'm gonna do is just wait it out and see how physical therapy does for me, or see what it does for me, and see how much I can progress with just exercise. I have been going 3 times a week, usually like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll go and do that there, and like I said, it has been making a difference. I don't know if you can like see a difference, but I can definitely feel the difference. It's pretty minor, but any difference or any progress is progress in my book, and I'm happy that at least something is doing something, you know, it's doing something. Anyway, can't think of anything else to update on. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my 8-month postpartum belly after 5 children. So here is, I have a very loose baggy shirt today. The shirt on, can't even see anything. Here is with the shirt up. So I mean, it could be worse, definitely. I don't know if you guys can see, but my hernia is still there. That's not gonna go away from physical therapy. That's my understanding of it anyway. But that's what we're looking at, 8 months postpartum. We'll see where we go with that. So that is it for this month's update, you guys. Like I said, if you have any questions, I'm sure I missed something, ask me in the comments below, and I will be down there in the comments. Look for me there. Now you wanna smile and be all cute. So that's it for today's video, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Ow, okay.